Cobra! Cobra! What's shaking? What's baking, everybody? Welcome to Hero City Toy Reviews. I have the biggest review I've done so far, and by biggest I mean in size. I'm having a difficult time keeping this thing in frame. Today we are looking at the amazing Hasbro HasLab Creations Cobra Rattler aircraft. I mean, you can see there two G.I. Joe classified figures next to it. Look at the size of this. I mean, that's my hand. I'm a pretty big guy, so this is absolutely massive. So we are opening this today and having a quick look. Unboxing. Might be a long video, I don't know. This thing comes with a lot of accessories. So let's get into it. Let's start with this absolutely beautiful box. That is the front of it. Look at that artwork. The colors just pop. The explosion, him dropping bombs in the background there. The colors, loving this, loving the way this looks. I'll try and spin this around. Like I said, this thing is gigantic. That's one side there. This is going to be the back, which is also very, very cool. I love that look, the cartoon look. I mean, it looks incredible. Love the artwork on this. Let's turn to the other side. Of course, you got the big giant bomb there with the cool skull logo. Let's look at the top real quick. That's the top of the box with the Cobra Airborne logo. And it shows you that the 3 patches that it comes with. Very, very cool. Even the bottom of the box has art. I mean, and that's rare. Looks like it's upside down. Let me flip this for you guys. Again, you can tell by just the way I'm moving this how big this box is, man. Wow. So that's the bottom. This is actually the bottom of the box. And look at all the detail and artwork they put into it. Most boxes at the bottom don't usually have this kind of detail. I mean, that's glossy too, the aircraft part. And it's a bit textured. Explains everything about the aircraft. Explains all the parts and what's what. I mean, beautiful. Just the presentation in this alone is spectacular. Looks amazing. This is a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 just on the box itself. You don't get many boxes these days that look this good. All right, let's start opening this big bad boy up. All right, so let's open this thing up. It opens from one of the sides. I chose this side. I don't know if it's the right side or not. We'll see. So this big flap comes open. Flap those two. I mean, wow, guys. I mean, look at that. Isn't that a nice detail or what? It comes in 3 separate boxes, as you can see here. And it does the Cobra Airborne logo. I mean, when the boxes are together, how cool is that? Again, a nice little touch. I love nice touches like this. I'm a sucker for them. So you can see the finger hole here. Pop that open. And you should be able to pull this out, I hope. Oh, maybe not through there. Let's get these 3 boxes out. And I'll be right back to show you what's in them. All right, so this here is box number 1. You can see the cool logos. Again, it's the 3 patches, which is really cool on top. So we'll open this one first and let's have a look. So there's the box all opened up. Look at all the cool stuff it comes with. That's all the stickers and the patches right there. We got more stickers here. Of course, there are the 3 awesome figures. This was fully funded, so you get all the 3 unlockables. You got Pilot Baroness there, looking cool, and a nice artwork on the back. Baroness is there. Of course, Wild Weasel. Can't forget about him, the main guy, the pilot. Again, nice artwork there. And you get the Cobra Gunner, which is very cool. Again, nice artwork there. And all the accessories, of course. You can see it's double layer. So you got all of these accessories. We'll figure out where all those things go. So as we open up the rest, all the rockets and stuff. We'll get to those in a sec. Once we start putting things together. Again, more pieces there. Lots of accessories. I mean, to make it battle damage. You can see one of the panels is all shut up there. Very cool, guys. This is such a big piece. Wow, so much in here. So that's box number 1, which is very cool. Let's get into box number 2. And this is the top of box number 2. You can see a cool logo on there, of course. Military Armaments Research Syndicate. Let's open it up. Oops. Okay, the top of box number 2, you can see the thrusters, I guess, for the back right now. These are the 2 visors for the pilot. There's one there. You have one here. And again, this is the gunner part, the top of it. Let's see what else we got in here. So move this out of the way. And there it is. There is the jet, the main part of the jet, the gunner, and the pilot seat, and looks like the wings, or the back part of it right there. Okay, so that's box number 2, guys. Let's put this back and we'll be on to box number 3. All right, box number 3. There's the top, nice Cobra Airborne logo again. So let's open this one and see what we got. All right, so the top of box number 3 looks like the big tail or wing at the from the back, or actually it's one of the wings. What am I saying? One of the wings with the engine there. This might be the stand. Yeah, this looks like the stand right there. And this is part of the stand as well. That's part of the stand. Let's see what's underneath. Move this guy out of the way. And again, there's the other wing. More parts of the stand. We're not sure what that is. Probably the stand as well. And all the side panels. Okay, that's everything that's in the box. And I'll be back in a second. Second your time, probably a few minutes my time, but I'm gonna start putting some of this together. All right, guys, as you can see, it's still a work in progress, but I've added the wings, the tail, of course, the engines, back tail, the gunner placement, the pilot cockpit. Of course, this opens as well. So this is when the gun is up, it kind of locks it in place. When the gun is down, you can open it, as you can see there. Nice detail in there with the seat belts. All cool in there. And let's have a look at the cockpit. That's kind of nice as well. Very, very detailed. And you can see, let's get a close-up of all the bombs here. These are really neat with all the clusters inside. Shake it around. Very cool detail there with that bomb. All the bombs there. The next step is to get all these on. I'll show you guys once all of these are on. Okay. And another cool feature is the wings. To save space, these you pull out and you flip up. I will show you that in a second. I need both hands for that. Give me 1 second. All right, so going back to what I was saying, you can see the wings lift up, really save you some space on your shelf because the wingspan is absolutely huge on this thing. There is a button under here that you have to press in order to pull the wings out and flip them up. Again, a nice little touch though. Also, if you can see the wheels are out, there's a button underneath to release the wheels as well. So you can have them out like that. Okay, let's keep going here. All right, guys, just to show you the wingspan, I've kind of measured it here end to end, and it's 31 inches across. So you need a hell of a lot of shelf space to put this thing out with the wings out. So it's a really cool feature that they allow you to flip the wings up and save you some space. All right, so I want to show you guys the lighting before I move on. You can see I've added all the missiles to the bottom and stuff. So there's a button right here that has 3 different settings. And I'm going to turn off the lights now so you guys have a better idea. So there you go. There's the front. That's one setting. Those turn white. You can see the cockpit lights up all red, which is really neat. And inside the gunner as well, everything lights up. Okay, push the button again. Those turn red in the front. Everything else kind of stays the same. And I'm going to press it a third time. And I think this is where there we go. So the battle damaged, how cool is that? I added that panel and it looks like he's been shot, and there's a fire in the engine compartment there. And it's also blinking on the inside there on the dashboard to tell the pilot that obviously he's been shot and there's something wrong. But this part of it is so neat with the battle damage. I love that. Really, really cool. Really nice touch there. So continuing on, one thing with the lighting that it does not light up any of the fire effects, which sucks. I was hoping it would, but moving on, I'll show you guys the ladder for the pilot. It just pops out like this. Look at that. Nice little touch there as well. And it comes with this extra ladder, which just hooks onto the wing here. There's a little place for it. Now both wings are the same. You can see where the missiles go, and underneath as well. You can see those two in the middle there. Attaches there. They all come with these. It comes with these blue pegs that you put onto the plane itself first, and then all the bombs just hook onto that. Of course, all the effects that it comes with the gunner. Now these, I mean, you can mix and match however you please, but I found that these are a little bit heavy because they're large. So I did put them on here first, and it felt like the missile was going to fall off. So I'm keeping them on the engine, even though they kind of rest on the wing here. I don't like that too much, the way that sits on the wing there, on the rear wing. But it's better than being on the bottom because I felt like it was too much weight for the missile there. So there you go. And this is the stand. We'll look at the stand. Sorry, the blast effects in the front for the machine gun. I don't think it looks that great, pointing out like that. But that's what it comes with. Now the stand is this. It also comes with a compartment that you can store extra pieces with when you're not using them. So that comes with that ladder right in there. Very nice touch to kind of keep your extra stuff. Even for the figures, any accessories you want to throw in, go right in there. Just a quick side note, guys. In order to put this guy on the stand, as you can see, it hooks on under there. You cannot have these underneath, as I showed you before. Because they go right in that middle section where the plane connects to the stand. So these or whatever missiles you want to put under there can only be displayed there if the wheels are out. So there you go. These go right into storage, or else you cannot use the stand. Okay, guys, let's move on and check out the 3 figures that it comes with. It's going to be the Cobra Gunner, the Wild Weasel pilot, of course, like the 1985 figure, and the Cobra Baroness pilot version. So a nice little touch here again. I love little things like this. I appreciate them. Even though I don't know if I'll display the boxes, but when you connect the boxes, look at that. Makes the Cobra Rattler artwork. Nice little touch. Gotta say, love it. Let's open these guys up and have a look. All right, let's start off with the Cobra Rattler Gunner. So there he is out of the box. And of course, I already showed you guys the box, but one more time, that's the front of it. Why not? Nice picture of him on the side there, the back, and the other side. Okay, so close-up figure. I find really cool that he comes with 2 heads, depending what ethnicity you want him to be, which is awesome. Great option here to display 2 different types of guys, which is really neat. So that's the extra head. There he is with his balaclava on. Of course, the vest, the patch is there, Cobra Airborne, and he's got the Cobra Airborne patch there. Cool uniform, the classic Cobra blue and black. He's got the 2 holsters, and on the back, he's got the typical classified series hole for a backpack or something, which in this case, he does not come with any backpacks, but articulation is going to be the usual, of course. Arms up, and the bends at the elbows, which is really hard to do, actually. Really stiff, but there you go. Bends at the knees, and you know, the usual. Bends at the waist, head, pretty good. Up and down. Okay, we won't waste too much time on articulation. They're going to be all the same. So there you go. The 2 handguns look like that. And they can go right in the holster. We hope they fit. They're supposed to. There's one. And there's the other in there. Always a difficult time getting these things in. They don't make the hole wide enough. There we go. Had to move it around a bit. So there's no place for his assault rifle really. And if you're going to put him in the airplane, there's no place to put that. I guess you could put him in the base and keep it there for safe storage. Now, comes with these two pieces, as you can see there, and it's to cover the holes right there, which is kind of cool. So they can just go in like that. I don't know what the purpose of this is for the Cobra Gunner. I believe the Wild Weasel has the map or coordinates on his pants, and I think that's the purpose of him having it. But if you want to display him just like this, I don't know why the Gunner would have it, but there you go. Covers that nicely. The helmet just slides right on, and of course the other part of the helmet, which I recommend putting on because it looks badass. Look at the helmet with the Cobras on there. Really cool. It looks like a Cobra Viper with the helmet on. I like that. So connects to the side like that, and then you have the breathing apparatus right here. I don't see where this would connect to. Does it connect to his back? And then to the front, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it does. Yeah, so to the back, and then to the front. Seems kind of awkward to do, but it doesn't really stay. There you go. Oh, no, it doesn't stay. All right, real quick again about the Cobra Gunner. I actually made a mistake there. So I discovered there's a hole here, a little peg there where it connects, and as you can see now, it is working, and that looks amazing. So it actually goes on the side here. I was trying to connect it to the back before. I didn't see that tiny little peg that's there. So it looks good. Looks really good with the mask and the breather apparatus on. Love that. All right, let's look at the pilot, Wild Weasel, next. Okay, again, I showed you the box already, but real quick, there he is on the side again, and the back piece. And let's get him out and have a look. All right, actually, before we get into the Wild Weasel, I did forget to mention that this set also comes with 3 patches. There's a Cobra Airborne patch. There is the Cobra Airborne 64th or 84th Squadron, the Fly Swatters patch. You can tell it's a Fly Swatter squishing a bug. And this other patch, we got Fearsome Fangs CFC Z06 Tank Smashers. I mean, cool patches, but really for the price you pay, is this really something that we care about? I don't think so. I mean, what am I going to do with these? I don't know, display them on a shelf next to a figure, I guess. But for the price we paid, they could have added a better accessory than 3 simple patches that probably cost 50 cents to make. I don't know. I think it's a bit cheesy of Hasbro to just add 3 patches as one of the tiers. Could have been better. Sorry, I don't know if this is one of the tiers or if it was just already included. Probably already included. I can't remember. But either way, I mean, I don't think it's a great accessory. They could have done better in my opinion, but still cool patches either way. We'll display them somewhere for sure. All right, now let's take a look at the main guy, the pilot, Wild Weasel. So here we go. Okay, let's have a nice close look at him. You can see he's a bit scarred from some battle damage from being in a fight. Shoulder patch is Cobra Airborne. The nice Cobra Airborne logo on the back. Sculpting looks great. Cool hair. The scar adds a nice touch. Uniform looks good. Again, there he is with these 2 holes on his thighs. Now, I don't know why he has them, but my guess now looking at both of these is that it's probably the same body, and that's just a repaint to make him the Cobra Gunner, because Wild Weasel actually has these that will click right in there and will look cool. Like the 80s figure, he has these that go on his leg, as you can see there, which is the GPS and his mission details and all that. You can see what that says there. Or is this upside down? Like that. Hard to zoom in. I don't know if you can see that, but that's kind of where these things go. The holster's in the way there, but yeah, so this would make sense, him having it. And I think, again, that's just a repaint, and that's why he has them, is my opinion. I don't know that for sure, but it doesn't make sense why the Gunner would have him if he's got no attachments whatsoever there. So that's just my guess. It's actually difficult to put on my Weasel here, but let's see. Yeah, this one's not going in very well. Let's see again. There we go. Okay, they go like that. Nope, still not staying on there. Okay, I was actually putting them on wrong. So there you go. Now they're on there nice. So anyways, let's continue on. His uniform, very detailed, very nice, good quality. The vest there, typical peg there. Of course, the holster for his gun, which kind of hits this piece here. So let's see if we can get his gun, which comes with, let's see if we can get it in there. Again, these things are not always easy to put on. So there we go. Right in there. This gun fits nicely. Again, comes with the two pieces to cover these holes up. But I mean, if you want to stay true to the original, you got to put those on. So very cool about this guy. As you can see, he's got the scar. Now he comes with two helmets. So you got his normal helmet. His normal helmet, undamaged, right? Goes there with his normal breathing apparatus piece. Or, which is how I'm going to display him, because I have the battle damaged on the plane itself. So you can see here, he's got the broken visor and a damaged helmet, hence the scar on his face, right? Very cool little detail. I like this. I like the battle damaged version of this better. And even his breathing apparatus here is a little damaged, you can see, compared to the new one. So this one here is the damaged one. Hopefully you can catch that on camera there. It is different. It looks a little more battle damaged. So let's put this on. Again, just like on the Gunner, I missed it the first time. There's the hole where this piece goes into, just like that. And there. Again, they make these things so difficult sometimes to do, but there it goes. See, right in there. And then this connects to that piece there, as you can see. Hopefully it stays on. Again, make it so difficult because every piece is so small, but it's supposed to fit right in there. And there you go. I had to go off camera to not waste your time here, but there you go. I got it on, and how cool does that look? Battle damaged with half his visor gone. I love that. Looks awesome. So we'll set him aside, and we will move on to the Baroness, the pilot version. And again, quickly, there she is in the box. That's one side of the box. There's that, and of course the back. And let's get her out and have a look. All right, so here she is out of the box. Baroness right there, nice and close with the long hair. And right off, I'll tell you that she comes with the glasses separately. Her typical glasses. I don't know if they will fit on here or if you got to change her hair. There you go, I got them on, so they do fit with this hair. So again, the Cobra airborne patch on one side, the other patch there. And there is her uniform with her vest, the two holsters, and two hands that can hold a gun each. Looks like trigger hands. That's because she comes with two guns. So she comes with two twin guns right there with the extended mag. So, and she also comes with a sniper rifle right there. The ear protection. She comes with this little breathing apparatus like the other pilots. Of course, the extension there, and different two sets of hair. So she got this one, and she got the one in the bun like this, and her cool pilot helmet right there with a nice design on top. And there she is on site with heels, of course. I don't know how good of a pilot she can be with heels on, but anyways, there you go. That's typical Baroness. Looks like Baroness. Very cool. Let's get the guns in the holsters and see if we can swap out her hair. All right, that's one of the pieces of hair that she comes with. Definitely not liking that look at all, personally, with the glasses. It looks very different. I don't like it. I will not be using that one. What do you guys think? And there's the short hair version with the bun. Also not liking that very much. I like the traditional long hair Baroness much better. Not feeling this at all. What do you guys think on this one? Okay, so there is Baroness with her pilot suit on, her rebreather, and her helmet. Not gonna lie, this was a pain to put on. So the rebreather connects to a piece in her chest right there. And then to her helmet, I was having a hard time keeping this on and connected. Was not easy to do. I'm personally keeping those two guys in the plane, not her, so she's just a side figure. She'll go next to the original Baroness, I guess. I'll probably display her with the glasses and the hair, but just to show you guys that she can be the pilot. She will not be the pilot for my display, but still cool to have. You can see the guns in the holster and the big rifle like I already showed you. You can also just display her with the ear protection. So there you have it, guys. This was a very, very long review because it is such an awesome piece. Happy to have it. Very expensive, of course, like any HasLab, but still very cool to have. I do like it overall. It is very well detailed. I mean, and just the presentation alone, HasLab knows how to present things properly. The box itself is a work of art. The plane is beautiful. It's so much bigger than the Sky Striker. I also have the Sky Striker. This is so much bigger, guys. The Sky Striker is big as well, and I will not be able to fit both of them in the camera here. So, but trust me when I say this is gigantic. It's really big, 31 inches wide with the wingspan out. And you know, having said that, let's do a quick measurement on how long this thing is. So end to end, we're looking at almost 37 inches. So this thing is enormous, to say the least. As with any collector, our issue is always space. I'm gonna have to display them with the wings up, or else I just won't have the space for him. And even then, he's gonna take up a huge chunk of my G.I. Joe shelf. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. Again, overall, highly recommend this. You're a Joe collector. G.I. Joe is my favorite thing growing up. Absolutely love it. So let me know what you guys think. I'll do another quick shot here of the pilots and the gunner in the aircraft, and then I think we're going to wrap it up. All right, guys, so there we go with the figures inside. So there's the gunner. Fits inside. However, the seatbelt does not go over the figure with the helmet on, and it's impossible to remove the helmet, add the rebreather while he's in there sitting. So that's a disappointment, to be honest. The seatbelt has to sit like this, which is stupid, in my opinion, because there's no way I'm going to be able to remove the helmet, the rebreather while he's sitting, put the seatbelt over, and then connect all that stuff. So that is a big problem for me. That really just disappointed me quite a bit. That has to sit like that, and it even makes closing the hatch a lot more difficult because it hits the seatbelt on top. So same for the pilot. Sorry, this just popped off, but it does connect right in there. There you go. So same for the pilot. He does fit in there nicely. However, you see the seatbelt hanging right there because it will not go over the helmet. And again, there's no way, as you can see, the rebreather already disconnected, just putting him in. So it's gonna be impossible to fit him. And again, I cannot close this all the way because the seatbelt hits the top. So again, disappointing that you can't fit these guys in there properly without removing their helmets and trying to connect everything once they're sitting. That's ridiculous, but that's what I'm gonna have to do to fit these guys in properly. But anyways, there they are. There's the top view. Looks great. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the continued support. Hope you like my videos. The channel is fairly new. Please give me a subscribe, a thumbs up, and leave me comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought of this video. And thanks again for watching, and we will see you on the next one.